Hey, what is up, guys? You're watching Orb Minus today, and today we got a pretty neat video. I've set up some heads of lettuce out far, and in this video you'll notice two modes of day. I've made the mistake of trying to record a video later on in the day, and as you can tell in those clips, time marches on and that sun was setting on us, so we had to take a break and come back again today. Yeah, we got 10 heads of lettuce stacked up in one nice neat pile. In the previous clips, you're going to notice I was shooting a Canik 9mm, the G-Force Arms Mark III 12 gauge, and a Barrett M82 BMG. Unfortunately, the two rounds we shot of the BMG, I'm pretty sure one missed and the other hit. The 12 gauge malfunctioned, and so we had to put that one away for now. It's currently going under maintenance. Might not be until later that we get to shoot it again. So, RIP 12 gauge for now. But today, right now, we're gonna go ahead and shoot those heads of cabbage with heads of lettuce, whatever they're called, with a 5.56 that I got from a pawn shop. This is the same 5.56 y'all have seen before on this channel. It's been a minute since I brought it out. Yeah. We're also going to load up on some cardboard and some other small targets out there. Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Yeah. Let's go ahead and load up on some 5.56. I'm shooting some 115 grain tracer rounds. I don't forget what brand. I think they're either Federal or they might be Fiocchi. I could be wrong, but they're red tip tracers. Go ahead and set this down right quick, and I'm gonna get my ear pro on just because I'd like to hear later on today. I got gaming I got to do. In the event you're new to the channel and haven't seen, I have two other channels on YouTube. One's called Orb Plus and the other's called Orb, just normal Orb. Yeah, Orb is primarily focused on gaming and the reactions, having fun, right? Lighthearted fun. Orb Plus is all about the family, having fun with them, not getting too personal. And Orb Minus, of course, is anything YouTube doesn't really approve of, like firearms. Although they allow it on their platform, they have certain guidelines to stick by. Most recently noted was the magazine capacity. Can't be over 60. This is a 15 round magazine. Yeah. YouTube, please don't take this video down. There we go. I can see clearly now. The laser's green. Where am I aiming? There's the heads of cabbage. Wow, that's way out there. And I'm going for my paper targets way over there. Trying to find that steel gong. It's hard to see because the sun's in my eyes. That's the only bad thing about this range, I think, is the way it's angled and how the sun likes to rise and set. It goes really in the eyes unless you're in really early day or really late in the day, and it's just not that good. Alright, I think we got 10 rounds in this. I want to sink 4 or 5 into the cabbage. I got the slow-mo GoPro on, so we're going to see if we can get any neat looking reactions out of it. Yeah, we're going to load, I think, 4 rounds into the cardboard and maybe the steel gong just to see where we're aiming, where it's going. Again, it's been a minute since I shot this gun. Safety first. All that fun jazz. So yeah, safety is off. It's really hard to see that gong. I'm gonna back up even further. There you are. Okay. I believe we did hit it. We're gonna shoot that one more time. Yep, second hit was a nice one. We're gonna load into this cardboard now. We're gonna put 2 rounds in there. Then we're gonna go inspect the damage, see where it's going. I'm gonna aim dead center for the cardboard. Yeah. Let's get this. Cardboard. There you are, dead center. Alright. Let's go inspect some damage, shall we? Alright, so we determined that the sights on this are pretty spot on. We're going to go ahead and load up the rest of our 5.56 into our cabbages. Comment down below what you think that spread's going to be like on the leaves, because I know the last time we were shooting them, I think I hit it like 2 or 3 of them with a 12 gauge, and we saw a pretty significant hole in and out. So 5.56, I'm not really expecting much just because it's that small projectile moving as fast as it is, and frankly it could honestly just pass right through and we won't know it until after we go and inspect and find like little holes in the bag and the like. So we're gonna go ahead and swap back to our semi-automatic. We're not gonna use our binary. We're just gonna aim at that cabbage and back way up again. All right, fire in the hole. Oh no, we knocked one down. I'm gonna aim for that one that's sitting on top again. Hey, we knocked it down. Let's go. We're moving them. Oh, hello. Are we out? We are out. I could see from where I am the cabbages slowly just falling apart. And frankly, I'm satisfied with the movement of them. That tells me I've been hitting them nice and good. Next up, we have 50 BMG out of a Barrett M82. What do you think is going to happen to those cabbages out there? I kind of hope they explode similar to how like 12 gauge birdshot, buckshot does to it, but I don't know. Comment down below. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed the content so far. I know I have. Yeah, that's good. Safety. Good. I'm gonna turn you off. Awesome. Off to the BMG. I'm loaded up with some 115 grain Fiocchi rounds, full metal jackets, out of a 9mm Canik. We're gonna load up 5 heads of watermelon, try and sink a few rounds into this gong, see how the watermelon heads of lettuce. Sorry, not watermelon. We're gonna see what these heads of lettuce do under the pressures of a 9mm, and then we're gonna see if I can hit a gong at this distance. I have slow-mo on, but you'll see in the video that some of the heads are not in frame. That is because we are a bit of the ways back. Yeah, we'll try and capture it as I'm shooting in live action and slow-mo, so that way it's a fair transition. All right. Do we want to step back from that one? Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna take because I'm not that good with 9mm. I figured this right here would be perfect, and we're in line with the. So. Let's rock and roll. And we are out. Let's go inspect some damage, shall we? Okay, click the top button. All right, so from further inspection along all 5 of these heads as well as the gong, we hit the gong twice, and we also managed to hit 3 out of 5 of these heads, lettuce heads, right? Yeah, we had 2 hit the first one, and then 1 hit the one out to the left, and then 1 out far. Not that good with 9mm, but hey, what can you do? So next up, we're gonna do some 12 gauge out of a G-Force Arms Mark III 12 gauge shotgun. We're gonna blow up these 5 heads, sink a couple rounds into our cardboard over here, see what that spreads like on it, so we get a better gauge of what it's doing. It's freshly clean, so I'm hoping it cycles as well. If you're a long-time viewer of the channel, you'll probably have seen a video of me trying to shoot it and it jamming up, and I would have to finick with it to get that next round, the next shell to feed properly. Hopefully it doesn't jam on us. We're gonna see what we can do with that though. All right, so this is my G-Force Arms 12 gauge. It's a semi-automatic. We're currently loaded up with Double Luck Buck number 8 shot. The last time this firearm was featured on the channel, we had a little hiccup where it could not feed properly. It had failure of feeding, and you would see me finick with it trying to get it to work, and it would usually happen on the 3rd or 4th round. This magazine holds 6, so we're gonna see if it runs as smooth as I could have gotten it to run with how clean it is now. So good to go. Safety off. Let's make sure, get up close to this one. We'll make sure that loaded. Did it load one? I don't think it loaded one.
I think when you pulled it back, I don't know if there was one in there.
It did not load one because the magazine is not seated in all the way. So I don't know if it's a problem with these magazines in particular, but for some reason when you push it in right, I don't think you're supposed to pull back out. Even though it clicks and you can't pull it any further right. I'm guessing the thing on this, the little hook right here, is higher than what that gap right there is. So I might have to file that down and try and get it to work better. Let's see. We're not going to do anything with it except this right here. I'm going to pull that back. It caught it that time. Are we loaded? I thought it loaded, but I was wrong. It's not just me, guys. Huh. That's what's supposed to happen. The little tooth on the bottom of this bolt is supposed to hit the rim, and when it hits a certain length forward, going forward, it's supposed to snap up off of the magazine and then feed itself up through that ramp into the bore. We're gonna see if it cycles properly. That was not pleasant. First round, we're gonna back up a couple feet just to get this first head of cabbage out the way. Good to go? All right, and firing. That was a hit. We just got jammed. That was weird. I don't know why it does that. This is freshly cleaned, by the way. The first time I've shot it since I've cleaned it. We're gonna hit this head of lettuce again. Jammed again. This is failure to eject. Just so we're clear, when the shell like that gets caught and it gets mushed between the, yeah, that is failure to eject, and then failure to feed right after. It's supposed to be able to come back under the same pressure, pick up that shell, and then load it back into the bore. We're gonna go for this far side lettuce over here. Let us. You would let us. That wasn't successfully ejected. It successfully feed. I do not believe it did. I'm convinced it's this magazine just sitting too low because the tooth isn't even hitting that rim on the back end of it.
It could even be that the hook is placed weird. You know what I mean? Could be that the magazine is alright, it's just the hook placed weird or something. Maybe the hook can be bent.
I mean, the hook is a solid piece of the bolt, right? So it can't move except the bolt being up and down, right? And it's not obstructed in any way. So it's not stopping on the magazine. It's not being locked back after firing unless the magazine's empty. And of course, it's not being jammed up front. So it's not the bolt's fault. I'm convinced it's because of it's the distance between the shell's lip and the tooth that hooks it onto it and pushes it up and into the bolt. You can see right now it's hooked. That's why it's not moving. But it only took a little bit of pressure and it snapped right in the way it was supposed to.
I see.
So I'm convinced it's either this or this right here, the little tooth that keeps the magazine inside the rifle, that is weird. Something's not really working the way it's supposed to. I don't know how else to explain it. We're gonna shoot this far left one now. We're losing our daylight, so I'm gonna keep it short. We're only gonna shoot this last one, and then we'll move on to our Barrett M82A1. And that was a failure to eject. We got one more shell. I keep wanting to say slug. These are not slugs. These are number 8 buckshot. Okay. Okay, so we've reached the end of the video, unfortunately. I understand it's a really, really short video. You can thank the G-Force for making such a cruddy shotgun. But we're going to go ahead and move on to our Barrett M82. Not wake up the neighbors. I done messed up my alignment. Oops. But yeah, we're going to sink some rounds into the last 3 heads of lettuce that I can see right now. And hopefully we can hit them all relatively easily. Yeah, if you like this kind of content, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, comment down below what other targets would you like to see me shoot. I think the next video I make is gonna be relatively early in the morning, just because it's really dark right now, and looking through this scope, I can already guarantee you, like, heads of lettuce is gonna be hard to find. I'm gonna be hard pressed to find a head of lettuce right now.
Just ignore my arrows.
I'm gonna say this is about 25, not 25, 50 yards. Somewhere between 25 and 50. I'm gonna go dead center. I'm gonna turn on my glow in the darks. Perfect. All right. Very loud boom. As you can see, we got our red dots going. Or not red dot, but our crosshairs lit up, so that way we can see what we're shooting at.
It's hard for me to get a good position on it.
I'm seeing it. You get some of it, the red through the... Yeah, it reflects. You gotta get real close. It's super dark, so it's gonna be harder to see. All right, you guys, you good?
Yep.
I hope you guys are ready at home, because this is gonna be nice and powerful. You might want to back up just in case you shake. And firing. It might work if the safety's off.
Yeah.
That's not the first time I've done that. This time, it's
Bro was
live.
ready to get absolutely kicked in the shoulder.
I was ready, man. I flinched and everything. All right. And firing. Woo!
I felt that.
Quite powerful. Quite powerful.
Just the amount of smoke around us now.
Uh-huh.
Did you hit it?
No. It does not appear that I've hit it.
Erase that head of lettuce.
I'm gonna throw this on a safety right quick. We're gonna go inspect where that bullet hit.
I think I see where it hit. It was sort of on the
left side. Because I was aiming dead center. The far one. Way
right?
There. Yeah, to the right.
Yeah, okay. You hit barely to the left of it.
Barely to the left?
Yeah.
Okay, so this time we'll just aim a little bit to the right. See what we can do with that.
Barely to the left and slightly further to us. Right, but just aim at it again. See if you can get more consistent with the trigger.
So I'm going to aim a little high. A little, like I am an inch.
Trying to mentally prepare for this explosion.
This is a very powerful rifle. Okay, so yeah, I'm an inch right of the head of lettuce, and I'm a smidge above center. Oh man. Alright, And firing. Woo!
Ooh.
I believe we destroyed it. Did we destroy it?
No, I think it missed barely, but I can't even tell where that hit. There was so much smoke.
Okay, now we're for real going to go and look for signs of destruction. All right, so it's so dark that we had to bring out the flashlight. I don't know if you can get up close to that.
Maybe you had.
This is just nasty.
Maybe in the scope you had the wrong one.
Probably. I thought I was aiming at the one way out there towards the to the right one right there.
I don't know. It's hard to say, but this
Here
one
I
is clearly
am.
destroyed.
Yeah, this one, without that, like, it's hard to tell where that even like went in. You can clearly see the destruction.
It just explode. It's just boom.
Yeah.
You already got
I
ants.
guess-
Like, bro, I found food.
My guess is that right there is the entry, right? And then this right here is the exit, because it clearly hit and just kept going. I don't.
Yeah, I mean,
Let's check out here right
something
quick.
hit over there, so it,
Yeah,
it could.
smoke
That is
was-
very highly possible.
Smoke was kicking up way over here.
Yeah. I know
We
it
did not
didn't hit
hit
this cabbage right here,
Huh.
but
Weird. Okay. So we did not hit either of the back ones, and I'm not seeing a
I think
trail.
it was like over here somewhere.
Yeah.
Kind of hit back. There's a bunch of smoke right here, but I don't know.
Wherever it hit hard.
Right here somewhere, but
Okay, so I'm gonna be a little safe right now. After a certain time of day, right? There you go. After a certain time of day, it's not very smart to shoot, especially in the dark. It's no longer day; it's sundown. So,
yeah.
what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait till tomorrow. I'm gonna wake up, come outside, record the rest, and post. See you then. Alright, so you'll see in this next little bit that I've moved the POV to the heads of cabbage out there, as well as to the 75-yard marked target. We're going to go ahead and shoot a couple rounds into that target, see where it's going, and then we'll go ahead and load in some of that cabbage. Yeah, spider! I know y'all saw that. That's wild. I don't know what kind of spider that is either. Guess that means I need to hurry up. So let's go ahead and get this with. Today we're not doing anything special. We're just going to be shooting some ball ammo at it. I don't know if M33. These are 665 grain full metal jackets. Could be wrong, but it's just regular ball ammo. Got it from my local Pew Pew store. Alright, comment down below when y'all think winter begins here in the south, because it's a hot one. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and just leave that on that. Go ahead and do this. Alright, we're going to load 2 in the cardboard and a few into those cabbages. And firing. Woo! Uh-oh. Okay, we're gonna go check some damages right quick. I want to see something. I am happy that this thing is on safety right now. This thing is a heavy mama jumper. Huh. We just need a better table. I don't know what the deal is. Alright. Be right back. Alright, so I think I know what's sort of going on. I've changed the 75-yard target to better fit the frame of the slow-mo. I'm gonna go ahead and load 3 more rounds into the cardboard just to see where this is going again. And then I'm gonna go ahead and load the rest of these rounds into the lettuce. There's just no getting comfortable with this table and this gun being as big as it is. The only way I could do it is by getting onto that table. The problem with that is it being solid black, so much heat's coming off of it, I'm cooking myself trying to shoot this. So I'm just gonna do this for now. Bipod it, see what I can do. All right, hope you guys are ready because I am firing. We are on fire. Ready, firing. Woo! All right, we're gonna put this on safety now. It is on safety. We're gonna go ahead and go check out the lovely target we've got. Just leave it like that. Hopefully no one messes with it. We're gonna go over there and check out stuff though. Be right back. All right. So, as promised, I'm gonna load up the rest of these rounds into those heads of cabbage down there. It appears that the point of impact is higher than what I have on this crosshair, so I'm going to go ahead and just point of impact is higher. The target's here. Here I would have to go up. So I'm gonna 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're gonna go ahead and see what I can do with these last 4 rounds onto the cabbage. Wish me luck. And firing. It appears we have hit high. I think we hit high, so I'm going to adjust even higher, so that way the round is going lower. And I think I'm hitting just barely to the left. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna aim to the edge of the right side of the cabbage. I think that was the only round I put into the heads of cabbage. So we're gonna go with that point of logic. There you are. And firing. I think we're still aiming like hitting really high, so what I'm gonna do is I'm aiming down and right as well. Firing. I believe we hit one. For the last one, I'm gonna aim really low. I'm not really low, but like an inch below the cabbage and dead center, just to see if we hit any. Oh yeah, we definitely hit one that time. And just for good measure, to make sure we are completely out, we are out. Let's go inspect some damage, shall we? That's on safety. That was fun. Alright, so upon inspection, I can guarantee that we hit one. However, I'm going to show you this because this is starting to drive me crazy. Comment down below how to fix this. So, here's the other GoPro that I've got, right? It's set to ultra slow-mo and like 8, and there's the battery, right? It keeps shutting off because it's too hot. This was the last video it recorded. I don't even think it got me shooting. I don't think it did because it got 3 minutes. I got you for 3 minutes. Oh, no, it got me shooting. Did it get it all 4 rounds? Did it. There's one. I loaded 4 rounds into the heads of cabbage, and then another 4 rounds into cardboard. We're halfway through. You got me talking. I guess I'm talking too much to the camera elsewhere. Two. If I'm not mistaken, I think I'm aiming towards the cardboard in this one. You're gonna see it anyway, but that it shutting off in the middle of recording isn't very nice, GoPro. I don't know what else to say about that. Let's go ahead and inspect this damage over here. You're getting turned off for the rest of today. I'm not gonna let you overheat anymore. Let's inspect this damage. So, to begin with, ignore the cabbage for right now. We are looking for this cardboard right here. This one right here. So, ignore all of this, except for maybe that one right there. So, I was aiming here the whole time, right? I've sunk 4 rounds into it. I assume this one, this one, this one, and this one. That could be 2. I could be wrong, but that looks like 1 hole right there. I can stick my finger through it. I'm assuming it's 1 hole. But all 4 of these were my hits, right? So I assumed I was aiming or going a little too high, and you can even see with that metal right there shaking. I know I'm shaking, but that metal is shaking off of both of those. So I assumed I was aiming really high. Like, my point was here, and the point of impact for the majority of it was higher than what I wanted. And for safety's sake, because BMG likes to veer in different places, I want to be able to aim here and the point of impact hit down here, so the trajectory goes into the berm and not up and into someone else's property, because that wouldn't be very nice. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and inspect our cabbage and see what damage we did. Okay, so here's what remains of the cabbage, along with those 2 outliers way over there. We did in fact hit the cabbage more than once. I want to say we hit that one, both of those right there in a line, because I had it 2, 2, 2, and then 3 on top, right? So I assume we hit this 1 time, and 1 was already deflated, so it probably just zipped past, hit that one, and then the force off of touching that, I guess, melted and just, yeah. But we hit this at least 1 time that I know of. I want to say we hit both of those 1 time just because they're so far apart. We definitely hit that one. You can see a hole in the bottom. And of course we have our entry and exit of that one. Entry is like towards that right there, and then the exit's like that sticking out. But I honestly wasn't expecting that. I assumed it would explode, so I was completely wrong about that. Yeah, I'd say a successful video so far. Again, I am sorry for the lack of light. There's a drop right there. I'm sorry for the lack of light at the beginning of this video. I know it was late in the day. I'm hot and lazy, and I really don't want to be out in this heat. Not for as long as recording takes. So for the sake of next video, it will be either early morning or midday, and I'm probably gonna be sweating, like my whole face is gonna be bright red. So comment down below, what would you like to see shot next? I've got a couple other calibers. They're not weird calibers, they're pretty basic calibers. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. There's a thumbs up button down below. You click it, it turns blue. That's how you know you've given it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new and want to see more, because who wouldn't want to see more fun? And of course, as always, I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.